Hello you guys, welcome back to channel Claire. I hope that you're having a great Tuesday. Yes, today is Tuesday. Wherever you may be in this crazy world, and it's just getting crazier, you guys. But today I kind of wanted to talk about like a few topics just because it seems like a lot going on. I'm always on Twitter scrolling, doing that, whatever. And I'm really happy. I would say I need some recent pictures of Johnny. Like I want some recent pictures of Johnny, and my prayers were answered. So we have Johnny in full makeup and costume and hair on the set of his new movie. Look! So Paris Fashion Stars has been giving it to us. Does he not look great? This is for the Louis XV movie, I believe. Being shot in France. That's why that redhead that they saw, people, they were trying to speculate was his new girl. That was his French teacher. So he's in Versailles filming some days, you guys. And I think that it looks great. It looks like money. It looks like they're putting attention to detail on it. They have a great budget, apparently. Because this one girl said that she saw the set, the extras and all that, and that it looks great and that she can't wait. So I'm just like, this is amazing. Johnny looks great. We even get video, y'all. I'm like, I don't know how these people do it, but like we even got video. So this is Johnny. I guess he's like rehearsing lines or something. So you can see him there. And it looks like they're in Versailles, right? And maybe that's how this person got this video, because they were like camped out. I wish I could just up and go to France and just go out there and just, why do I have to have a real job like this? That's the French teacher, the redhead right there. Y'all see her? French teacher. Ain't nothing more, nothing less. Rehearsing his lines, doing what he's supposed to do. He's a master of his work, probably speaking a lot of French, conversing, looks super relaxed and at ease. Like, this is nothing. This is what he does. You know, like, y'all might have thought y'all took him out the game, but this is what he's like. It's like riding a bike for him. He has all these characters in his mind, and that's what I find really interesting. Like, for actors, I think it's amazing, especially when they go on like these long monologues. For example, very side note, but like if you ever watch Scandal and they have like these long monologues, and I'm like, how do you guys remember all of that and to say it like so, oh my god. But imagine if you're like filming different shows and different movies at the same time. I'm just like, oh my god, like how does that not get all jumbled up in your head and in your mind? But he's a professional, so I'm excited to see Johnny. I mean, this looks like, I believe I saw a while back, who knows if it's changed, that Netflix was going to be involved in the movie. So hopefully we get to stream it on Netflix. But even if not, Netflix has some money, so like they could, like, you know what I mean, have the production value go up and all that stuff. And also, Johnny was renewed for Dior Sauvage. Like, the man, new 7-figure deal. A new 7-figure deal. I mean, so as we know, Dior is somebody as a company who has stood, I don't know who heads up Dior, but whoever makes those decisions, they make sure that they have supported Johnny from the get-go. From the get. Like, they did not, even through the trial, through all the TMZ articles, like they never left Johnny's side. So like now they're renewing this contract because they never left, and people are kind of getting twisted. They never left. They were still running his promo, his commercials and everything like that. I know because I saw them. So with this renewal, I'm wondering if that means we're gonna get like new commercials and stuff. But a 7-figure deal, millions, honey. And I really wish that they would just do like a Sauvage Women like line, you know what I mean? They posted him on their IG, like, give us something for the ladies, and then have somebody like Vanessa, his wife, be like the front woman or something. I think that would be cute, and it would also kill Amber. But they definitely need to go into the women's fragrance because they're missing out on a whole other market. They're selling Sauvage out like they're selling Sauvage. Sauvage, or whatever the hell they would want to call it, would be on my list. Like, I know it's probably gonna be hella expensive, but I'll buy that shit on Afterpay and not blink an eye. Are you like, they really need to get on it. Like, they truly need to get on it. So I'm just happy that Johnny has all this great stuff. Like, look, Dior posted these pics of Johnny. Like, come on, give us a new commercial. Like, literally back on the stage, ashes, like a phoenix rising from the ashes after all you motherfuckers tried to take me down, tried to spit on my name. Like, give him another commercial and run that shit in syndication and make it so that it's impossible for people like Amber and her little crew not to see it. And they'd be laying in their beds at night and sitting there. Next thing you know, Sauvage, Dior. Johnny Depp comes up on the screen and is looking all scrumptious like, I would die. And they're like kicking their asses because she had that and will never have it again. So Johnny is doing movies in France, in Versailles, is working costume, hair, getting new deals with Dior, 7-figure deals. And what is Amber doing? I'm gonna show you what Amber's doing. This is what Amber's doing. Let me see if I can find the picture because she's still apparently out in Israel, in Tel Aviv with Eve Barlow. Let me find it. Maybe I didn't like it because I was like, ew, I don't ever want to like really anything that has to do with her. No, I do not want to go on her page. Israel. It's like a cursed place over there. I'm like, nah. So this is what Amber's doing. So as you know, we saw her sitting at the cafe. Old news, yes. So then we see her out. She's like in this black dress, baseball cap, I guess trying to keep a low profile. But girl, you're caught. You're caught. We know where you're at. We know what you're doing. Let me see. This Daily Mail one has a good picture, I believe. Yeah, boom. So that's Amber Heard out in Israel. If you haven't seen it, she's in her black dress, blue baseball cap, low profile, stroller with no baby. Stroller with no baby. Where is the baby, Amber? You said you wanted to focus on being a mother. You said that you wanted to take time from being on your phone, which is what you're doing right here, and just really focus, that, you know, like not having lawyers call you every 15 fucking minutes and all this shit. And yet, you did not want to stop. You did not want to end it. You could have faded off into the sunset, not said another fucking word. All this shit would have died down. Nobody would probably be making a video about you. Nobody would be giving a fuck. You could go into seclusion, make your mommy blog, and it would be done. No one would be bringing up your little Madame past with the sex parties and underage people. Nobody would be doing that. But no, you couldn't stop. So now you're here, exiled to dang on Israel with Eve Barlow, and you're walking around with a stroller with no baby. A stroller with no baby. So where is the baby? That is the question, because they have other pictures here. Another picture of Amber. And she really, you know what, let me not even go there. Let me not even go there. Another picture. So maybe the photographer was doing a thing where he wasn't trying to picture the baby, but none of these pictures showcase the baby. Which brings me to the next thing. Because I was scrolling on Twitter. I was scrolling and I follow, where he is, the DUI guy, right? So he got an email sent to him. Excuse me, this is just some Riesling. Nothing like a cool glass of wine out of a plastic cup after work, you know? Not classy at all. But also, side note, before that, I got a new cart. And I had not had a cart in a minute. I just been smoking like flour. And so I finally picked one up, and it's from the dispensary. It tastes really, really good, but because I have not had a cart in a while, the first day I smoked it. I kid you not, I almost passed out in the Walmart. Like, it snuck up on me, like, so I gotta take it easy on this one. It is really effing potent, but it's good, and it's gonna last me a minute, so, yeah. It's not even on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll try not to pass out on screen. Okay, so, the DUI guy. Where is the baby? Where is the baby, Amber? A lot of people have speculated that this child has come of Elon and their frozen embryos, and that maybe the child is part of his whole plot to repopulate Mars. Who knows? You know, like, he's so far off, you really don't know. But some people have also said that, you know, this baby was simply a prop. This child was somewhere, like, came out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, just in time for the trial and everything. Just in time, like, for real, crazy. And some people are like, this is just a prop baby, which you hate to say, that apparently you're trying to use for sympathy, because that's what it looks like. Oh, I'm a mother, Johnny's trying to sue me, and I was a victim of domestic violence, oh my god, and he's trying to take all my money and take it out of my kid's mouth and all this bullshit. No, because we know you're in somebody's pockets, Amber. So the DUI guy posted this about 4 hours ago. Of course, this is all speculation, rumor, whatever. Not like taking it super seriously, but it's interesting. And I don't put anything past this woman. And that's what's crazy. Like, all these weird ass scenarios and like just, you know, crazy theories. You can't kind of be like, oh no, she would never do that, because you don't know that. This woman is completely unpredictable. She has no basis in reality. Like, I don't put anything past her. I really don't. She does whatever she can do to get what she wants at the end of the day, as Jessica's article said. So, this is the email. He posted it on his Twitter. You can see that there, the DUI guy. The subject says fake baby. Subject, it's all a lie. So, message, body. I can confirm that Amber Heard does not have a baby. This whole surrogate thing is a complete and utter lie. She does not have a kid and rents or borrows a kid for her Instagram shots, and her stroller is a prop used to garner sympathy. You can't even match up the baby's faces across the shots. I'm telling you, the whole thing is a lie. People here think she actually sold her embryos since they were from a so-called covert gene pool or whatever. But Elon being the dad, but I can tell you right now, there's no baby living or traveling with her full time. It's all for a photo op. So while in the real world that would sound completely insane, somebody renting a child, borrowing a child to simply place in pictures with whom they don't show the child's face, which is normal nowadays. People don't want to show their kid's face. That would be weird in normal life. Like, you would not think someone would do that, but with Amber Heard, it's just not far off. And like the DUI guy says itself, it's a rumor, but it's still very much within the realm of possibility with this woman. And that's true, because you just, like, for real, she has done everything in her power to try to get away with this shit. She's going to her grave with this, you know? And what better to, you know, put a little cherry on top of her whole scheme and to just be like, oh, I have a child, so lay off of me. So I just don't think it's far off. I don't think it's far off. I think that if she rents a baby, I can't. But again, it is not anything serious. It is not at all anything to be taken as a serious note. It was just interesting and something that I, for sure, just wouldn't put past her. I think that she plots, I think that she plans, I think that she schemes. Like, she does all of that. All of that. And then Jessica, speaking of Elon, he is actually admitted. So, you know, okay, so we were reading the article, right, about Gia with Jessica and everything. And Gia said that they went to this, well, she took this Hollywood date to this party. It was a Gatsby themed party. She was dressed as a flapper. She described the dress and everything. So when she walks in the door, she wasn't thinking Amber was going to be there, but Amber is like up here, sees her, comes down and starts like slashing at her dress, acting all crazy and this, that, and another. So he actually speaks about it in a podcast, confirming that there was in fact a Gatsby party. And you know, all this does is literally confirm what Gia was just saying. She said she was at a Gatsby party, described her dress and everything. You know, like, it just confirms it. So let me find it. Here it goes. She says August 5th, 2022, EM hosting like Gatsby party.
A few years. I used to have like really big birthday parties.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure.
Gatsby, bro.
I actually literally had a Gatsby party at one point.
Exactly.
Where?
At my house in the Bay Area, which I no longer own.
Can you tell us about
it? Can you tell us about it? So it says here, not Elon openly addressing the Substack claims as veiled confirmation of AH's violent attack on Gia. So he's saying, look, no, I used to have huge parties. Could you imagine? And the other guy, I guess, who was interviewing him was like, you know, you should have like a Gatsby party. Like, he is kind of like Gatsby, you know, I very much can see the correlation there. And he was like, well, I actually did have a Gatsby party. And then they said, oh, can you tell us about it? And then he kind of laughs. Now, I can say that I don't think in my life until this moment have I ever heard Elon talk. Like, I don't think I've ever heard this man talk in my life. I've seen pictures of him and everything like that, and that is not how I expected him to sound. But that was just interesting. That was interesting. Definitely was not expecting him to sound like that. But he's confirming it. I mean, like, to me, that's kind of like a confirmation. The dots match up. Like, even something as tiny as that, and him saying that there was an actual party, a Gatsby party. Gia said she went to a party, Gatsby themed, dressed as a flapper. Amber attacked her. It's all right there. The proof is in the fucking pudding. Like, the dots connect, which is why Jessica was like, I really could give a fuck. What do you want to sue? That's fine. Let's do it. Because as soon as you open that fucking door, as soon as you open the door, there's no going back. Just like Johnny told Amber with this whole situation with him. So you would think if she wasn't an insane person, she would learn from her mistakes and just go on about her business and keep her mouth shut. But we know that this is not a rational thinking human being, so she may just double down and do the same shit that she did with Johnny and be in some whole mess, and we'll just get all the more tea, which is fine with me, completely fine with me. I need to turn some air on because I am like sweating. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was so hot. It was like I had to like turn the air on. I have a fan here. I had to put on a breezy shirt because it is hot. And for me to say it's hot, that's saying something, because I'm typically in here in 90-degree weather with a dang on fan on. I mean, a heater on. And I'm not doing that today. Like, I'm perspiring. I don't know what I'm going to do with this hair. It's getting to the rough stages. Like, I can't believe I've actually been rocking it like this. I'm about to put the wig back on. But then again, it's hot. So I'm just like, I'm just rolling with it this way. I can't really do much with it. Like, if I do it like this and kind of do it like, it's not, do it like that. It's just not. I don't get my next retwist until the 18th. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's like all... And I need to go ask them because I want to do the interlocking, which I think makes it a little bit neater. So I'm sorry, this is just like really not what I was talking about. But for people who care, this is just a little random lock update because I have a lot of budding going on. And you can still see like kind of like the coils at the bottom. So I'm interested to see what it's going to be. If I I don't like it at the end of the day, I'm really just gonna like cut it all off and then like do my twist like I used to do and just call it a day and have my hair grow out again and whatever. So I do have a backup plan, but for now, I'm dealing with the progress. I'm dealing with the process. I'm hanging in there. It's about 2 months at this point that I've been locking. So I'm just rocking. I've just kind of been twisting it back like that on both sides and just trying to go about my business. But I'm just like, oh my God. Like I look back at some of my other pictures. I'm like, oh, I miss my little twist. But it's a journey. And I really think that I'm trying to embrace me more as just bare bones down to the whatever. It's just me. Like I don't have like I've done the hair, getting up at ass crack in the morning, doing the flat ironing, frying and crispy my hair, gelling it, slicking it back, putting the bump in the soup right here. I've done that, and I don't want to do it anymore. Like I just don't care to do it anymore. But also I just kind of, in a random little twist, because I'm sitting here on my Twitter. So as we know, Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian broke up. Like, duh, obviously. We all knew that was going to happen. It was a fling. It was just whatever. She definitely said on the show she was DTF. It is what it is. And I think that she needed that. I think that it was fun. I think that it was whatever. But we also have seen that Tristan and Khloe have had their baby via the surrogate. And both news, the breakup and the news of the surrogacy, having the child, dropped on the same day. So people are trying to say Kris Jenner works. She works harder than the devil, because that was all planned so that, you know, Kim's breakup could kind of deflect from the attention of Khloe having the baby via the surrogate with Tristan, which is just like, at the end of the day, whatever. It's none of our business. She wants to have all her kids have the same fathers. And when I thought about it, I was like, damn, all their kids do have the same father. Not saying that it's like a bad thing if you don't. Like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't care either way. Families come in different sizes and different ways. But it's just interesting. I was like, okay, like I can kind of understand that. And then hopefully they're just co-parent and she's just done and she's moving on with that. But the thing that is more interesting, I guess, is we know that Kanye is a master troller. Like, he trolls like no other, doesn't give a fuck, has no filter. I don't understand how Kim dealt with it for as long as she did. I think she really loved him, but like, he was embarrassing her like time on time and time and time and time again. I was like, oh my God, like how is she dealing? But he's trolling Pete. And he made that video of him basically like, you know, fucking with him or whatever. It was a music video with a depiction of Pete being harmed. And he's done other things. And then he literally put out a dang on tweet, or on his Instagram. He posted this after the news of Kim and Pete splitting up. Pete Davidson dead at age 28. So now, like, that's death. You're like wishing death on someone. Like, it's kind of too far. And so maybe pause and like feel like, damn, like, I mean, at the end of the day, these are all celebrities. It could be all planned, and they want people to feel this way for all we know. You know, people play on emotions and everything like that. That's how they're successful. But it says here, Pete Davidson has been seeking trauma therapy due to Kanye West's online harassment. The attention and negativity coming from Kanye and his antics is a trigger for Pete, and he had to seek out help. And I'm just like, damn, Kanye, like, I hope Kanye is seeking some type of therapy, but it's like, dang, you are putting another person into therapy. Like, that's a little bit too much. I wonder how Kim feels about it. Like, apparently, I don't even know if their divorce is finalized. I saw that Kanye lost, another lawyer quit on him. It's just drama. It's just drama, and it just makes me think, like, at the end of the day, like, I guess just, you know, celebrities always like put out the highlights and the good things in their lives, and everything looks perfect and super surreal, and like you're like, oh my god, I wish my life could be like that. But like we always have to remember in the back of our minds, we don't really know what people deal with behind closed doors and what's like actually happening that they don't show. Granted, they have an advantage because they have like a mass amount of money to like help deal with all this shit, whereas a normal person just kind of has to like deal with it. So I'm not trying to give them too much sympathy, but like I get it. So I don't know. But when I speak about sympathy and when I speak about celebrity, this is just like honestly a random mix of things I've just seen on Twitter that interests me. So I'm sorry if you don't like that, you can click off. I'm just like talking at this point. And the thing is, I never knew what this woman's name is. And if you haven't heard about it, don't worry. Like, I haven't either. This is the first time I saw about it. And I knew what this woman, like, I've seen this woman, but I've never knew her name. I actually don't even really know what I've seen her in. This is what I needed to look up. Okay, hold up. I need to look it up real quick. Because I've seen her, like I know exactly who she is. I'm just like, I don't know what she's been in though. Okay, so what is it? I mean, I don't feel like I've seen any of these. Let me see. Let me go to the bottom. Superman. What else? Last Word, Fatal Desire, If These Walls Could Talk, I Know What You Did Last Summer, John Q. That's what I know her from. Okay, what else? Donnie Brasco. Okay, 6 days, 7 days. Okay, so this woman's name is Anne Heche, and I'm probably saying that wrong. It's Anne Heche. I'm gonna show you a pic of her real quick. And I'm like, wow, this is such a shitty situation. Like, I know you guys will know her when you see her face. I know you will know. So Anne Heche, apparently she's fighting for her life, currently in a coma. And that just tells you how fast life comes at you. But like, this is the reason why. She's currently in a coma and dealing with significant injuries in the wake of driving her car through a home in Los Angeles. She drove her car through her home, okay? So I was like, well, did something go faulty on the car? Like, what happened? Like what actually happened? So apparently she was, under the influence of drugs and or alcohol. She committed at least 2 hit and runs before barreling through the home, igniting a massive blaze. They have pictures, y'all. So trigger warning. Again, this is Anne Heche. I know that you guys know who this woman is. Like, when I saw her, I was like, I know her. Again, I didn't know what she was in until I just looked it up. John Q. But I'm just like, this is a tragic situation. Like, she's in a coma. Yes, she was on drugs and alcohol, but she plowed in someone's home, apparently destroyed it beyond repair, because there was a massive blaze. Luckily, the person who was in the home did not get harmed. She was able to get out of the way, but by that. But apparently they're saying on TMZ that she's fighting for her life, currently in coma, dealing with significant injuries in the wake of driving her car through a Los Angeles home. A rep for the actress tells TMZ shortly after the accident, Anne Heche became unconscious, slipping into a coma, and is in critical condition. She has significant pulmonary injury requiring mechanical ventilation and burns that require surgical intervention. So this is the car, y'all. Like, god damn. Like, they said she was under some drugs and alcohol. She was, whoa. That's her car. It says Anne's car. How TMZ gets on the scenes of these things and gets these pictures is just beyond me. Like, who calls these people? How did they know that this accident happened and be able to get pictured this close to the car? Unless, like, police or, like, medical took these pictures and then sold them. Which I would think that would be against some HIPAA law. Like, I don't even know. But that is effed. That is effed. Law enforcement sources, they were able to get a warrant to obtain samples of Anne's blood, which helped determine that she if she was under the influence or not. So that is terrible. That is horrible. Apparently this is pictures of the house because it set off a massive blaze. Really sad situation. Do we give sympathy to Anne? Like, I feel like she deserves sympathy, but I'm like, damn, she like fucked up her house. But then again, like, that's material things, but then it's like those material things were important to the person whose home that is, and then the person who was nearly got away with their life, who literally got away with their life like this, is probably going to be traumatized for forever. Like, it's just wow. If I knew I was going to jail when I wake up, I'd stay comatose too. That is so trifling. Oh God. Let's be real, she's not going to jail, but would definitely be paying. She's in a coma still, y'all. But that's crazy. Like, you never know, like, what's going to happen from day to day. Like, you just never know. Like, I think about that all the time when I'm, like, driving down the road and I'm just like, damn. Like, is this real life? And I'm, like, really moving this mechanical fucking machine that's somehow driving, and I'm directing it on this road with a bunch of other, like, let me stop, it's the car. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really just gotta be thankful, I guess, for every day. And I try to keep reminding myself of that, and just to, like, be whatever, just try to enjoy things a little bit more in life than what I do. But it is what it is. We're just all trying to get through from day to day. Oh God, what else is going on? I'm really hungry, I know that much. Oh! But this is kind of like old news, but whatever, we'll speak about it. Sam as Groggy, Britney's now new hubby. Okay, so Kevin Federline crawled out of the hole he was hiding in. And now all of a sudden he's about to do some interview. And he's been talking about how Britney's sons feel uncomfortable with her social media posts and this, that, and another, and blah, 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 blah. Trying to get attention, trying to get a check, because apparently these kids are getting older. And child support is done in 2024, I believe I saw. So people are thinking, oh, he needs to get himself into another position because those checks from Britney and her estate or whatever are going to be stopping quick as soon as they turn 18. So Sam says he wants to speak. So he speaks, and Britney speaks actually. So he actually spoke twice. And this says, to clarify, my wife has never posted a nude selfie except of her butt, which is quite modest these days. I'm gonna say we're leaving Britney alone. Britney can do whatever the fuck she wants to do. If she wants to post a nude, if she wants to post a whatever, she can do that. But we're not gonna say that some of those pictures aren't nudes. We're not gonna say that some of those pictures aren't like, we're not gonna say that. Like, she can do whatever the hell she wants to do, but it is what it is. All other posts were implied nudity, which can be seen in any ad or lotion or soap commercial. I mean, I love that he is defending his woman. I do, sticking by her. Like, I'm done with this shit. This guy wants to crawl out of his hole and try to take my attention, like, whatever. I've got it, you know, I'm going to say something. Like, I love that for him, but, like, I don't think I've ever seen an ad for a lotion or commercial, like, or lotion or soap commercial that have looked like Britney's, but whatever. There was no validity to his statement regarding the kids distancing themselves, and it is irresponsible to make the statement publicly. It is irresponsible because you're talking about kids. Like, did they ask you to put this out here, Kevin? No. Like, now you're dragging kids into some foolishness about he said, she said, and we don't know what the hell, you know, actually was said. We're just hearing, like, one side of the story. The boys are very smart and will be 18 soon to make their own decisions and may eventually realize the tough part was having a father who hasn't worked much in over 15 years as a role model. He said, if you don't shut the fuck up, you non-employed, former backup dancing, grifting ass bitch, shut the fuck up. You ain't worked. You don't do shit. God damn. Kevin's gravy train will end soon, which probably explains the timing of these hurtful statements. Oh my God. So he's saying, Kevin said, let me strike while the iron is hot. There's all this news about Britney out there with her family and this and another. Let me just, you know, bandwagon off of that and get my little juice in there. I completely get that, and I see that that's probably exactly what the hell he's doing. I do not know him personally and have nothing against him aside from him choosing to vilify my wife. Exactly. His character has revealed by approval of the cruel 13, his character is revealed by the approval of the cruel 13-year, since the sea ship, and his loyalty to Jamie indicates his approval at the time of its conception as well. So he was involved in the foolishness because he was probably getting those set checks because he got the kids, so he probably had his whole schedule set up and shit and was getting his checks, and now that shit is probably being disrupted possibly because Britney's in control of her own money, trying to do what it is she needs to do to get such, you know, like, they're about to be grown. Things that are now considered normal issues and behavior easily dealt with therapy or other ways are magnified to justify a 13-year prison sentence. Anyone approving of it is wrong or benefiting from it somehow. I will not comment on this matter again except to say I have a job. Now, he did not keep that promise, but the shade at the end with him saying I have a job. Now, what Salmon Scroggy does, I thought he was a fitness instructor. That's all I really have known of him to do. But he did not keep that promise. He did indeed speak again. And this is what he said. Hold on. Even if there was truth to her kids being ashamed of their mother's choices and positive body image, they wouldn't be the first teenagers embarrassed of their parents. That's true. Most kids are embarrassed of their parents at one point. The mere presence of a parent can humiliate a teenager. It's so common. It has been a storyline used over and over in TV and films for decades. That is true. Eventually, if not already, they will realize their mother's choices are harmless, an expression of newfound freedom. There is nothing to be embarrassed about, just lots of things to be proud of. So I like this message better than all the other shit because it's true. At the end of the day, I mean, teenagers are always going to be embarrassed of their parents. You know, I don't know how I would feel if my mother was posting naked pictures of herself. I don't know. But we're gonna leave it at that. I do believe that Britney should be able to do whatever the fuck she wants to do. It's her life. They had her locked up for 13 years of her not being able to make even the simplest of decisions. Like, that is madness. So, in closing this out, Britney says, let's see what Britney said. She also speaks for herself. She says, it saddens me to hear that my ex-husband has decided to discuss the relationship between me and my children. As we all know, raising teenage boys is never easy for anyone. It concerns me, the fact that the only reason is based on the Instagram. It was long before Instagram I gave them everything. Only one word, hurtful. I'll say it. My mother told me you should give them to their dad. I'm sharing this because I can. Have a good day, folks. So that's what Britney posted. A lot of people are saying maybe it doesn't sound like Britney, doesn't have the usual emojis and, you know, normal language of hers, but maybe she's just like really serious and like, don't fucking come for me and my kids. Like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. So, yeah. that's today. I am tired. I am hot. I need to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner. I need to fix these nails because for whatever reason these two came off, but the other ones are on strong, so I need to fix that. I need to put my clothes away. I need to do a bunch of stuff. I need to do dishes. I just need to do a lot, and I'm just like, it's just too much. It's much too much. I need to sweep the floor in the bathroom. Oh my god, there's just so much to do, and I just don't have the energy. But you know, I'm gonna ask somebody for help because that's sometimes what you have to do in life. You know, we can't do everything on our own all the time. Sometimes it's good to simply ask for help. So yes, that is the video for today, you guys. I hope that you're having a lovely day wherever you may be. I am still trying to get through the Tom Bauer Revenge book for those who care. It's slow going. I have been reading other books that have really interested me more, quite honestly. So I'm gonna try to get into it. Or maybe I should just skip Megan's childhood and just go for the juice, and maybe I'll do that. Because yeah. And also correction, because someone asked in the comments of one of the other videos, how did I get the Kindle for $6? I did not. I must have been hallucinating or something that day because it's like $15. So it's not $6, it's $15 if you get it on like the Amazon Kindle app or whatever. So that is it for today. I think, yeah, I need to find something to eat before I fall out. But I hope that you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Think about liking, think about subscribing, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. And maybe I'll watch some other deposition stuff and like do some deposition videos and reaction now that we have like the full version of it. But I'll think about that. Let me know. Talk to you guys later. Bye.